Well, there you have it, guys. That's how you do that if you wanted to tackle that. Today, we're going to see what putting a CFMOTO UForce 1000 headlight in the oven does. We baking today. This is my first attempt at this, and practice makes perfect on a really expensive headlight. Let's hope it goes right. Hey, Alexa, set a timer for 7 minutes.
7 minutes, starting now. By the way, if you need more time, just say snooze when your timer is ringing and I'll add another 5 minutes.
She talks too much. So, what we're doing is we're going to attempt to do custom headlights on this unit and all that stuff. So I have some things in mind, hoping that it comes apart. I want to have a really bad to the bone looking rig for Laura, and so I'm willing to sacrifice a headlight to try it. Notice I'm only doing one at a time and not two. We're gonna do it and we're gonna see. Now you're gonna need a flathead, but you don't really want to do a lot of prying. We're gonna try not to, but you do need to get the tabs unhooked on it and then start working it apart. So we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. So we let 7 minutes pass. Probably gonna be about 8 by the time I get over here and get this, but. So 8 minutes passed, and we're going to pull it out and see if we can get it apart. Let's hope and pray to the headlight lords that I can get it apart. And then after we get it apart, let's hope and pray to the headlight lords that I don't mess it up. What do I mess up, though? Nothing really, so I've got some pretty good chances. So let's pull it out. It's definitely a little bit on the warm side. Whew. Okay, let's work at it, guys. We have to do these tabs. Oh, this is nice and soft to work with. Kind of get these tabs released. They kind of glue them. I like how soft this plastic is. There we go. That's nice. Really don't want to pry, but we want to break that seal. That's all we're really after, is breaking that seal. And it's breaking pretty good, actually. It's going, baby. We don't want to pry too hard or too much. I like how soft that plastic is because you're not really messing it up. Now, one thing they said though is you could just pull, but I can't get a good grip on this, so it's loose. It's definitely loose. All right, guys, so we got it taken back out of the oven, and I just started prying on it just like so. Got to be careful because there's LEDs and everything in here. And hopefully we don't ruin it. Now, we're at a point where we can get this clip. We got it, and I don't think we broke anything. Phew. I broke a sweat, boys. Alright, guys. So I've been teasing you all week about how I did that other headlight. And I wanted to do one before I did a video. So I went ahead and got this second one apart. Now, remember in the first part of the video, I showed you got to work at this edge. You got to really work at it. I used a flathead screwdriver. Seemed to be the best tool. But you got to watch out because you can and you will break the plastic. I didn't break any plastic. I did tweak it, but it seems like it'll bend back. Not a big deal. That's just part of taking these apart. Now, one thing that you can do is you can get a flat, whatever they call it, tools, and you can go around the bottom edge and cut it open that way and reseal it. I personally didn't like that option, so I took the risk of breaking a very expensive headlight. And I want to let you know right now, I do not really want to do these, so please do not ask. You're going to need a variety of tools. You're going to need flathead screwdrivers. You're going to need a Dremel. You're going to need some drill bits. I'm also using a step bit. We're going to need a soldering iron. I bought RGB LED wire off of Amazon. Very cheap. It seems like decent quality wire for what it is. And you're going to need one of these kits, which I'll have linked down below in the video description, and I'll also link it in the comment section below. You're going to need a lighter, you're going to need heat shrink tubing, you're going to need cutters, scissors, and anyway, once you get into this light, you're going to want to pop the front cover off. We're going to want to disable this DRL right here. Okay, first thing is first. We're going to take these screws out. Get rid of them. We ain't going to need them. We're not going to need this DRL anymore. Not going to need them at all. Alright, toss that over to the side. We don't need it. We can pull this plastic piece right up out of here. Now, we're not done with this. This is our main component we're going to be working with today. However, we're not ready for it. So, going to set this aside. We're going to set this aside. Next thing you're going to want to do is see these back here. You're going to want to unscrew these. They can take forever. So, we're going to do that real fast. Once you got those unscrewed all the way, you get in here, right down inside here. This headlight's attached to a pivot. We're going to lock this screwdriver in between that white pivot point and the plastic housing, and we're going to pop up. Once we do that, we can finish unscrewing this some more. Gonna bring that out. We're gonna pop that out of there. We're done with that for quite a while. Now, once you got this assembly out of there, you're gonna take this Phillips screwdriver, screw that, and get rid of these screws here. I do not recommend putting those screws back in like that though. Now we're gonna put these screws back. We're gonna take out these 4 screws here. That pops this little lens piece out. We are going to need that. What we're going to want to do with this is, you don't have to do this. I'm doing it, but you don't have to do it. There's a little LED right here. We're going to disable that. We're going to disable it because I don't know which wire here on the board disables it. It may be this one. I don't know, but I do know we won't be connecting that one. So with that being said, let's get this board off of here. I just went ahead and cut it off of there. Hopefully we won't have no issues there. Shouldn't. We'll find out. But I think it's this one because it's DRL. So we're going to be done with that board. We're pretty much done with this piece right now. We're going to set it aside. This piece right here, follow me here. We're going to cut this plastic. And we're going to trim it. It's real easy to trim. This is one awesome mod. Once you get it trimmed back, break it off. Our desire is to get it down here to this plastic nub right here. So we still got more to trim back. Now this is where your razor blade comes in. You're going to want to clean this up. Easy. Just clean it up a little bit, that's all. Now, along the sides here, you're going to want to scratch those. And you'll understand why here soon. Just scratch that surface. You'll never see this part of the housing because it'll be inside the headlight. Alright, it's scratched. We're done with it. Boom. We're going to want to get this. This is our next victim. And this is just a little tedious. I'm going to need to get the smallest screwdriver, flathead screwdriver you can. Or as these youngsters would say, we're going to want a negative. You don't want to use the plus sign Phillips on this here. We're going to want to pull that up and just work it. Work it. Keep tension on it. I don't really think you could break this. I had that other one in and out so many times. But just keep doing her. Come on. Oh, I broke it. Son of a, well, not a big deal. You won't even see it, I don't think. So take that back, you can break it. Yeah, you're really not going to be able to see it really. It kind of blends in with the other notches. That sucks though. Well, see, this is why I don't want to do lights for you guys. Because then if something expensive breaks, I'm responsible. Nah. Unless you want to send them to me at your own risk. I don't know. But 1 out of 2, that's a 50% failure rate. I don't know. That's just one of the things. And this is kind of good, though, it happened. Because it shows you what could happen, what can happen, what will happen. Because there was no way to really release that clip. I tried on the one yesterday. I didn't break it. But it did come out. It wasn't that hard to get out. But, oh well. Anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm not super mad about it because you'll never see it. So this is what we're after. You're going to follow this ridge and put holes all through it. Alright, you're gonna make a mess. That's alright. This mess will clean up easy. You're gonna want to take a pair of wire cutters and go along here and cut all these notches. Okay, careful because you don't want to break this plastic. And it is going to become pretty flimsy, but not for long. We're going to strengthen it back up. Alright, now we're going to go back through on the other side. Chop those out. CFMOTO UForce 1000 headlight is actually built pretty well. I'm very surprised. And guys, note, I do not want to be responsible for a headlight if you screw it up. I'll be quite honest with you, I don't really think we need the Dremel on this one, really. This one went pretty smooth. I'll be honest with you, I do not think we need the Dremel. We could probably skip the Dremel on this. That's pretty good. You don't need it to be real perfect. You just want the light to shine right through there. I think we're good, except for this little end here. Alright, well, we got the hot glue gun heating up. We're going to want to modify this LED strip. Cut the end of it off just like so. Then we're going to cut right along the edge of the white. Just cut, not the strip itself, but you can see where it's clear and where it's white. You're going to want to cut right along the edge of that white. And we're going to want to cut this all the way down. Alright, looks like it's going to come out of there. Now we're going to trim this up a little bit, get all this bulk glue crap off that they got on here. Alright, now we're going to want to put this back in. It can be finicky. Get it back in place. Put this back in there. Make sure it's clipped in. You're going to want to clip it in. Can't even tell it's broken. We're going to want to fill this with hot glue. Fill it all with hot glue. Fill this with hot glue. Now the hot glue is going to act as a diffuser and also a glue to hold that strip down. Got that strip glued down. Let that cool. That'll hold that in place while we work on the lights. Put hot glue right down there. Smash that LED right down in there. It's going to be hot. Let that cool. You're going to want to take your time and do this. We're going to let that cool enough. Now we're going to start laying the strip down. Now it's not going to lay down flat by any stretch of the imagination. I don't like this hot glue gun. This one sucks. But we're going to want to lay a lot of hot glue. And then we're going to smash that LED light straight down into that. I know you're saying, Redneck, this looks like hack job. Well, there's really no other way of I'm sure there's plenty of other ways, but this is the way that I figured out. It took me forever to settle on doing it this way because I don't like it, but it works. Just bend this strip however what way it'll allow you to bend it. It will bend, it will sit in place. I've bent multiple LED strips in different directions for other things. And like I said, the glue acts as a diffuser, so it's going to transfer the light into that housing. Let's turn it on. I got this working. See that? Ooh, that looks good. Check that out, guys. Seizure alert, by the way. So I want to show you the turn signal. Right there's regular, and you can, we'll show you, hold on. Right there's turn signal. Look at that. It's all working the way it should. I want to let you know that you can do one solid color. That way you don't get pulled over, as Dirt Trail Adventures would ask me. Mounting an LED to this. What we got to do, you have to run 3 LEDs. Not a big deal, right? Not a big deal. And these are directional, so there's an arrow on them going that way. So we're going to want to solder our wires onto these big pads right here. Get some hot glue. We're going to let it cool just a tad. So take your time getting over here. Now we're going to run hot glue from this little nipple over to the LED. We're going to let that dry because that's what's going to transfer it. That's done. I saved this strip here. This strip is actually a good strip, but I saved it. So I knew what wires went to where. And if I remember, yellow is ground, right? Yellow ground, red, yellow ground, black power. Hey, it works great. It works great. Look at that. We're all set to go. Yellow is ground on these ones. Black is power, and red is data. Now we're going to tin these up. And the reason I'm doing this is to keep them connections strong. That's why I'm putting them on this way, and to keep them from touching. That's where your lighter comes in handy. That's all said and done, ski. Alright, got that circuit board all back on there. Those plugged back in. Now remember, we aren't going to plug that one in. We're going to drill a hole. We're going to shove this wire here through it. I'm going to go ahead and run these in by Alright, once you get that close, gonna want to push this. Now this is gonna hurt you. You're gonna cringe, but it's got to be done. Put pressure back here, pressure on the bulb, and push. Pop! Goes the weasel. Now this one, we're gonna put hot glue on. We have to slowly do it or it'll just run right down in the hole. Alright, now, once you got all that, you're just gonna wanna put this piece down in here, and we're gonna have to go along and clean out all this stuff. I'm gonna do that off camera because that's pretty self-explanatory, cut and dry. And then we got to get Headlight sealer, which I'll have a link down below of what I'm going to buy and use because I don't have any. There's one thing I forgot to buy. And then plastic cover goes on there like so. After you clean it up, it'll push on, it'll clip in, you'll glue it in. You might want to get some clamps to clamp these in place, which is what I'm going to do, or some big old zip ties with a rag over the face. So there you go, guys. That's how you do that. Kind of easy. Gluing the lights back together was kind of messy, real messy. And what I did was I put zip ties around the headlights to hold them in place. I used RTV black silicone Permatex. Pretty good stuff. Now guys, one thing we can do is we can demo this for you. We do white, green, red, blue, yeller, blue, no, teal, pink. It's got different modes. You can slow them down, make them go fast. We'll have to play with the app once we get it on the machine though. This thing's kind of heavy. And I did check the turn signals. A little bit hard for me to do that while I'm holding this, but they do work, which I did demo that for you guys. But they do work great. Let's see. Demo mode. And you can make it do anything you want. And supposedly this will do music and stuff too with the app, but we're going to have to find out once we get it back on Bandit. Well, there you have it, guys. That's how you do that. If you wanted to tackle that, I'll be honest with you, I'm not doing it. Nope. I was really anxious to do this set and enjoyed doing them, but no. No thank. No. Nope, not no. I'm still wearing silicone all over me that I couldn't get off. So hopefully that comes off in the shower and tonight, because I couldn't do anything last night. Well, it was just smearing everywhere. I had to give up. I had to sit on the couch till my hands dried. I even went, yeah, well, let's not even talk about that. Alright guys, thank you for watching, stopping by, and checking this build out. We appreciate you a lot.